going on, Ghosts and Ghouls? It's Fontavious back with Intercrypt, and today is a great day to be a horror fan. We have so much stuff going on already in January, but never mind that, guys. We'll get into that to a later video. However, horror convention season is here, ladies and gentlemen, Ghosts and Ghouls. It is that time of year where we all get to express Halloween 365 days a year. So I'm going to be listing my top 5 do's and don'ts for a horror convention or any convention in general. So go ahead and kicking off with the 5 do's. So number 1 is going to be always plan ahead. You definitely want to plan accordingly and know exactly how to map out the convention floor. Now this is very important because you need to find out where the vendor tables are. So if you want to get that first unique piece, you definitely want to find out where the vendor section is. You want to find out where the celebrities are, because you know that's where you're gonna go get your autographs and your photo ops. And also you want to make sure you map out the bathrooms. Yes, I cannot tell you how many times you get lost in a convention and do not know where the bathroom is, and it is a bad day. So you know, mapping out your convention can make or break your experience, whether you realize that or not. Because if you go there unorganized, you don't know where anything's are, you become stressed and you're not having a good time. So always map out the convention site. Now number 2 is going to be hygiene. Guys, the places are crowded. Put on some deodorant, and you definitely want to brush your teeth. Whether you're meeting a celebrity or going up to the vendors or just talking to friends or whomever, always have hygiene. So that is a number 2 do for me, is keep up with your hygiene. Deodorant, fresh clothes, brush your teeth. That simple. Now jumping into number 3 is going to be respect the vendors. And when I say respect the vendors, don't go there and try to haggle these guys on their prices. The vendors are the bloodline of these conventions, so treat them with the utmost respect, because they're there to showcase their talents and their artistic views, and they need us as consumers to continue to support them so they can come back to these conventions and make a name for themselves. So respect the vendors. Don't try to haggle on price. What they're selling it for is what they're selling it for. Maybe if you buy other pieces, they can work out a special deal for you, but just keep that in the back of your mind. So moving into number 4 is going to be safe bet, always have cash. Now I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people go to conventions and they do not have cash. They have cards, and most people do not accept cards. Now they have recently started doing that. However, you always want to be prepared just to always withdraw cash, and do not have a safe bet on the ATMs there at the event, because they do have a limit and they will run out of cash. So just plan ahead, plan accordingly, and always have cash in your pockets. Now number 5 do is going to be respect the celebrity guests. And when I say this, you know, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to have that little bit of fanboy, fangirl moment, but realize that they are just people, and you don't want to go up there and kiss their butt and say, oh, all this, and don't tell them about your personal life, because most of the time they don't care, because they're seeing thousands upon thousands of people. And even if you know the celebrities a little bit, let's say you're subscribed to their Patreon and you may know them a little bit here and there, don't be offended if they don't remember you, because like I said, they deal with thousands of people a day, probably tens of thousands of people a year during these different horror conventions. So just a little bit of something to keep in your mind. That's my top do's. So you know, always respect vendors and celebrity guests. You always want to have the good hygiene. You always want to map out your convention, and you always want to make sure that you have cash. So that is going to be my top 5. Now jumping right into the don'ts, guys, we're going to start with don't flip and do not be too eager. And what I mean by that is that it's okay to get autographs from celebrities, but let's be realistic. If you bring a bucket load of items to get signed, they know that as soon as they put their name on it, you're gonna flip it on eBay, right? Don't be that slum guy. If you want to do that, you know, they do have private signings, but the more items you bring, the more you're gonna hold up the line behind you, and you don't want to be that guy, you know. So get your personal items, or even if you do bring a lot of items, let's say Robert Englund wants to sign 10 items, well, that's fine, you know, get those 5 regular items signed, and then, you know, probably sneak 1 or 2 in there that is personalized for you. That way it don't seem like you're being this total jerk. Now don't wait to book your hotel. That's gonna be the number 2 don't. Just because the hotels usually have a great discount when you're attending the convention. They do give you a special rate, and they will sell out most times if it's a good known convention. They will go and you will be left at a Super 8. I'm not dishing Super 8. I'm just saying, if you want to be a part of the whole overall experience, I always say book in advance for your hotel. Now moving right into don't forget to read crossplay rules. Now when I say this, it means some conventions don't allow weapons of certain types, and you want to make sure that you have all this money invested into your costume or your crossplay, that you want to make sure that you're following the rules and no one is getting banned or thrown out because we couldn't simply read. Now moving right into number 4 is don't forget the 6-2-1 rule. And the 6-2-1 rule is going to be 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, and then 1 shower. And like I said, that kind of goes back to the whole hygiene thing, but you want to make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, at least 6 hours at this convention. Like some of them are 2 to 3 days. Make sure you're getting that 6 hours a day to sleep, and at least 2 meals. You're going to be doing a lot of walking, a lot of exercise. Your body's going to be moving, and you want to stay on top of that. And at least 1 shower a day, guys, because like I said, it's crowded. People do tend to get a little musty, so definitely handle that. That's the 6-2-1 rule. Now moving into our last one, don't get upset or frustrated, guys. So, and what I'm saying that is, like, let's say you went on Friday to get a autograph from a celebrity, and the celebrity had a cutoff in the line where they were done for the day. Don't get frustrated. There's always that 2nd and 3rd day that you can go back and get that special autograph. And even if you don't get the autograph during that certain convention, there's always one coming up within the following week or within the following month that you can still try to get that autograph, because you don't want to be frustrated and ruin your whole convention experience. It's not worth it. I know sometimes you're like, darn, I really want that signed, but I promise you will have that time to get your items signed or get your photo. So don't get frustrated. Be mellow, be cool, enjoy it, make plenty of friends, and have a great time and build these memories, because I can guarantee you that the people you meet at these conventions are going to be lifelong friends when in doubt. All right, so that is it for today's video, guys. If you thought this video was informative, fun, definitely go ahead and drop me some comments below. Let me know your top do's and don'ts for horror conventions. Maybe I missed some stuff that you can enlighten me on, so drop it down below in the comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And guys, we are on our way to 1,000 subs. 2023, the Empty Crypt will be hitting 1,000 subs. I'm gonna head to call it now, right here in January. I am on board and I'm ready to dial in and get this channel going. Now next week we will be going to Albuquerque Comic-Con convention, where I'll be meeting a few celebrities, horror celebrities there, and all that good stuff. And then within the following 2 weeks, we'll be going to Atlanta for Days of the Dead. So big stuff coming and more content on the way, guys. So stay locked in, and we'll see you later.